So I have never made an enamel pin before, but we're going to do this together, and hopefully you can learn some things along the way while I learn some things along the way. I have made wooden pins before. I've made them for over a year now, and it's relatively simple to do, but enamel pins are a different ballgame, so I'm a little nervous to do it. I've got some ideas in mind for a design, and we're gonna sketch those out. I'm gonna watch some videos on some tutorials on how to do things. I've got a manufacturer that I'm going to email as well, and we're gonna go through this together and see if we can come up with a enamel pin at the end, just one to start with. I'm a little worried about the colours and the lines and how it all works, and I'm a bit scared about like how much money I need to spend on this, and you know, if they'll even sell when I get them. But so we'll go through the sketch, line art, we'll go through the colours, I'll go through the process of speaking to the manufacturer and how I sort of put it all together from what I learn from my tutorials, and then hopefully we'll see how long they arrive, and I'll tell you how long it takes for them to arrive, and we'll unbox them together and we'll grade them, and then we'll do a backing card as well. So yeah, let's start at the very beginning. So I'm currently in the sketching phase of my first enamel pin design. I've actually already sketched out a few of my idea for a mushroom that is like a little plushy pin design. I thought that would be really adorable, so I have part of my iPad here for my references and ideas, and one of my main inspirations is Neopets plushies. So I've got some up here just to look at how they're done, how they do the stitches, if I want any patchwork bits on, what they do for different animals and different body parts. So I'm having a look at that, like do I want any buttons on there, how do I want the stitches to look while I'm learning how to do the pin design. So I started off, I've done a few, I'm not finished this one yet, but I really like this one so far. It's giving Hollow Knight vibes, and I really like that about it. What I'll do is I'll put the time lapse over now of getting to this stage and the different sketches I've done, and it's really good to do a sketching phase, especially with like something as important as this for me, because this is my first enamel pin. I want to get it right. I also have some references on the screen here. I've been looking up patchwork dolls, and there's like a little stitched cat here. I've been looking up like voodoo dolls, although I'm not going in the voodoo direction, I'm going in the plushy direction, but it helps to see the stitches and the lines and how they translate onto pins as well. So there's one of Coraline, and it's good to see how I can translate that into my work. I've been looking on Pinterest, I've been looking at Hollow Knight art because that's one of my favourite styles of art. I've been looking up Pantone colour charts as well. I have also been watching a couple of videos of people who've done educational content on how to create, make and get enamel pins done. So I'm going to watch the Rebel Jones video on it. I've already watched Emily Harvey art. I would recommend that one for designing an enamel pin. Okay, so I've done a lot of the colours. I'm still tweaking the cap of the mushroom, but I've been torn between what kind of coloured plating to do. So I'm kind of torn between the gold and the copper, which you can kind of see there. There, you can see there. So I'm torn between the gold and the copper, but I think I'm going to go for more of a copper look. I think it's just got a little bit more of a natural neutral colouring to it rather than the yellowish tones of the gold. I think I prefer that colour. You can sort of see if I do this. It's really just a style preference. I may do gold in the future, I may do silver in the future, just depends on what I'm doing, but I think for this one I'm going to go for a copper look. And I've added a few more details in, but I think I might change the red of the cap, and then I kind of need to match it with Pantone colours. So I'm going to create a mock-up now with just some of the information on and go from there. I wanted to show you guys the next steps from the manufacturer. So it's been a few days. I've been in contact with the manufacturer and sent off my files, and now they've sent me this back and helped me with the Pantone colours. So I was really struggling to pick the colours, and now I can see the back and how the posts are going to look and my logo and then the colours of these, and I'm wondering whether to just do away with the screen printing or not. I'm not actually sure, but it's fairly simple. We've got the size, it's looking good. I do see some problems that I'm going to email back, like I can see a line through this eye here and I want to make sure that's not actually there. We've got the colours here. So this is the stage we're up to now, so I'm going to email them back and probably go back and forth a couple of times before we get going with it. Guys, the enamel pins are here. It's been a few weeks since I filmed the last clip. It actually didn't take long to get here once the production was finished, so let's open them up now. I'm not actually gonna sit and grade them today, but I do want to have a look at them, like just a quick glance, because it's actually near the end of the day. Oh my god, I'm so scared. I've never done an enamel pin before, I'm so scared. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. My little plush room. Oh my god. I can see the back stamp. I can see the back stamp. This is insane. Oh my god, this feels like way too real now. Way too real. Oh my god. Look at this. So they come in this bag, and unfortunately they all have individual bags, which isn't great for plastic, but it does protect them. But we will have to go through them all, but you can see the back stamp on some of them. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, should we just get one out? Oh my god, the size looks really good. I got them on copper. Oh wow, they look good, and they've got like copper eyes and little stitches, and the SwirliNyx logo on the back. So I'm going to show you the back first. So there's the back. The SwirliNyx logo could do with being a bit larger, but that's okay. For a first enamel pin, that is pretty good. Sorry if the lighting's changing, my cat's standing in front of the window. What are you doing? What are you doing? I know. Leave. Go away. Here he is. Here's the little boy. Little plushroom, the mushroom. I'm really happy with the colours. I'm really happy with the copper of the lines and the 2 posts on the back, and it's just such a nice size. It's like an inch or so. Gosh, I hope there's not too many seconds. I really do. But I have to sit and go through them all. Okay, so they need polishing up a bit, and some of them have like a few scuffs on the eyes. They look alright on camera, to be honest, but in real life I don't know if I can get that off or not. I need to look at a few, I think. I don't want to sit and get them all out though. So that one's got a scuff on his eye, so he would be a B grade. Now I understand that enamel pins, you'll never get all A grades. That one's got a few dots on it. So I do expect a few B grades, but there's a lot of scratches. But that might be normal. I don't really want to keep them all. Look how cute he is, man. He's like, hello, I'm alive. If you can't have a real mushroom, have a plushy mushroom.
Oh no, anxiety creeps up on me. Is this how it's supposed to feel? Tell me when it's over, I got someplace that I gotta be. It won't leave. My friends say, get out of your comfort zone, it's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home, your name is written in the sky. It might feel just like you're on your own, but baby, it's another lie. Remember, you were made. I try to work, but it doesn't work. I try to say something, but there's no word. I try to justify my actions, less reactions, heartbeat raising. Oh, it doesn't work.
So it's a little bit of a disaster because all of these, which is 80% of the order, are B grades. All of them. I've managed to pick out about 20 that can be sold as A grades, and I'm just absolutely gutted because they've all got imperfections on the eyes, mainly. Like, that's the main thing. You can sort of see them there. They're either dents, scuffs, scratches, or dots, like dots of I don't know what. But yeah, I understand that I understand that not all of them will be perfect. I understand that that's what happens with pins and no one's perfect, but 80% of them, you can see the dent on that one there. Like, I can just pick one out at random and you'll be able to see the flaw. You can see the scratches on the eyes. If you look at the eyes there, do you see? It's really hard to show you, but they kind of seem like second hand because of that. They don't seem brand new. I've managed to pick out some, but I'm just gutted because you can't really see on there the dents and scratches on the eyes if you look at the eye. But I'm gutted because the launch is next week. It's a bit of a disaster. I've emailed the manufacturer, but they're not going to be able to get anything to me in time, you know, so even if they do offer to replace them. So I'm really gutted about this manufacturer. And also the customer service wasn't really great with it either. It was a recommendation, so I was a bit gutted about the quality of the service, but now the pins are like this, and they're still adorable pins, and I will be able to sell them as B grades, which is fine, that's great, but for your first pin, you don't really want 80% B grades with scuffs and dents all in the plating. The actual enamel is fine, it's really quite good, but it's just the plating of the eyes. It's really making all the flaws stand out. I don't know whether I'm going to release these with the launch as seconds and have that as an option with a lower price, or have like a separate second sale and just put the A grades up, but there really is only about 20, although that might be all I sell, to be honest. I don't even know if anyone's going to like them, but yeah, there's lots of little flawed guys. But I wanted to put this in the video because you've got to test out different manufacturers, and this can happen where you will get a bad batch, and I will keep you updated on whether I can get like a refund or a replacement and how long they take to arrive. It's helpful to know what can happen with your enamel pins. There isn't enough time for me to get replacements out for the launch. It's just would be too far in advance. These were already ordered really far in advance anyway. I've only just got round to grading them now because I thought they'd be better. Like, this one's really bad. Like, this one's got dots all over the eye. It's really hard to see on camera, but way more obvious in real life. They're all way more obvious in real life. I'll keep you posted on what's going to happen with the next stage of this. Guys, the pin backing cards have just arrived this morning. So even though we do have the disaster with the enamel pins where I've only got about 20% that are A grade, we are still going to sell those because they're still good enough to sell for the launch. So while I wait on the manufacturer getting back to me, we can try out these pin backing cards. Oh, they're so cute. Very cute. So this is the backing card for the plush room pin. So I've got enamel pin at the bottom and then SwirliNyx.com. They've cut a little close to the edge for my liking, but yeah. And then the back has this, and it's got the details on the back. Okay, so let's try it out. Well, I think we'll curve the corners first. So I did like a little plushy design with like some buttons in the corner and like a fabric pin and some patches of fabric and needle and thread, because that was just the vibe. I was going for like a Neopets plushie vibe. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. And it says plush room and then plushy mushroom underneath to explain what it is, and my logo at the top. So let's see. So I've got one of the A grade pins here. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's gonna look so cute. I just used a washi tape to and there we go. It's done. It's complete. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe I did my first enamel pin. And even though we have had a disaster with the manufacturing, I have some. And this is basically the first edition. And it's plush room the mushroom. Look how cute. Oh, he's so cute. There you go, there's a real close up. I think he fits really well. on the backing card, and it's textured, and I love the wood background because it reminds me of like a toy store, like a toy shelf. Oh my gosh, it's just adorable. How do you think he looks on his backing card? I think he looks pretty good. So I'm now finished the process of getting enamel pins. I'm still waiting for the replacements to be sent, and we will see what the quality is like of them. You'll probably see them on another vlog on my channel, because this video is going to end here because the process is finished. The launch of these pins is today, Friday the 13th of September, so you'll probably see this video in a couple of weeks time, which they'll already be live. Maybe they'll be sold out, you never know. I don't actually have many of them for sale because I've got so many seconds, which was an absolute disaster, but we adapt, we work around it as business owners. I will put out the ones that are good enough. Eventually I'll have a second sale of the flawed pins, but it's really good. I feel like it's been a huge learning curve. The designing and what I had to choose and put together was quite easy. Like that was the good part of the process, and even the manufacturer helped me pick the Pantone colours and things. But I do really want to source a chart for Pantone colours so I have more control over them, even though I'm really happy with the colours for Plushroom the Mushroom. Obviously when you get your pins through, you want to check each one and don't just assume they're fine by just checking a few, because I had like 80% of mine which are scratched. On the metal, the enamel is absolutely fine, but you want to check that as well. You want to check the back, you want to check you've got all of the clutches for the back, you want to check you've got the right quantities. Like I think I got given 100 or 101, which was like one more than I ordered, which is fine, but when 80% of them are seconds, it's not so good. I feel like the manufacturer could have been a lot better, including the customer service. The customer service wasn't great either, and I'm probably going to try a different manufacturer next. I have got some options in mind, like 1 or 2 for the next pin, but I am really happy with them overall, and I think the replacements will be thoroughly checked and the quality will be checked. Unfortunately the launch is today, so they're not going to be here in time for that, but we do have a few for the launch, and I'm really happy with how everything went. I'm so happy I finally have an enamel pin in my shop, because I've been doing wooden pins for so long and I've been doing lots of other different types of products. It felt like the natural next step to start doing enamel pins. I've learned so much. I hope this has helped you sort of walk you through the process, the pros, the cons, just how I've learned how to do it, rather than me teaching you. It's sort of teaching myself, but filming it so that you have that kind of experience as well without having to go through it yourself. I hope you enjoyed. Please go check out Plushroom the Mushroom. It's SwirliNyx.com, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, Swirlies.